Alright, so we finally got some things out. Number one, what we could see right here, the tracking device. I don't know what tracking device. This doesn't look OEM. Alright, welcome back to another episode of We Rebuildz.
Now, again, we're here again to talk about the trunk. We have to figure out what's going on. Last video, we found the tracking device. Now, this video, we're going to figure out what's going on, make sure that we get good continuity with these wires, figure out the other solutions to see what other stuff that could be done to get to make sure that the trunk can open once again. Now, I'm not going to waste any more time. Watch the rest of the video and see what's taking place. But there's a whole bunch of stuff to learn. Let's go.
Anyways, make sure you like, subscribe. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on, because once you hit that bell icon, you can see all the you can get alerts of everything that we're doing, every video that's dropped, every YouTube shorts that's on, and every live that I start. Okay, so just make sure you do that for me. Second thing is, don't forget to share this to your friends, your family, and guess what, even your enemies, because guess what, our haters are our biggest motivators. Okay, but anyways, no more talking. Let's start explaining the stuff that we got going on, and then we can go further. Let's go. I just disconnected the tracker, so we're gonna see if I plug back all of these connectors back in. Hopefully we should everything should work back properly with the car, or so, at least some of the features. So we're gonna try it and see. Start plugging back some of these stuff back to the car, and then we're just gonna hope for it. Hopefully everything does work correctly and how it should. Some of the wires look shorter though, or I might have to turn it at an angle. All right, so we have all the connectors connected back inside of here without the tracking device, right? So now that is done, we're gonna try to apply power back to the car. As a matter of fact, before I do that, I'm gonna connect the lock back to the car and see what happens. I'll put the battery on, and then we'll see if we get any luck this time. Hopefully we do get some luck, and we just go from there. Alright. So all we gotta do now is see if the lock opens up. Let me move this light that I have. And we're looking for this just to move. So still nothing. Still won't open. So even though we did unplug everything, that's still not working. So I guess we gotta still dig some more. Or what I could do is try to close it down all the way and see. Still nothing. Because the car is locked. That is open. So here's what we got going on. Since we looked at the schematic from inside, now you see that we have the pin, the 32 pin, right? So with that 32 pin, what we got is, with that 32 pin, we got is for the blue connector. Then it over here, it says it's for a 20 pin for the black connector, right? And the black connector is T20E and spot 11 to spot 4 on T4, spot 4 on the lock. Over here we have from the blue connector, spot 15 to T4 2. So it says some of them come with a 4th wire, but I don't think this car comes with a 4th wire, because on the schematic it says the star for like the coupes, and this is not here. But what I noticed though, the yellow wire is common with this one, but we have a yellow and purple one on this side. So that's what we're going to look at. Now, what we're going to do is, we already know that the T4, that's the connector on spot 3 is grounds. So we're going to just ground it on the car just to make sure that we get ground. So what I'm going to do is just set it so I could just get continuity on the scanner. And then, so now what we're going to do is from ground, just to start from ground first, and then check our markings or whatever, right? So we're going to see if we get it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have the camera all over the place, but I'm going to see if I took this wire out. So I'm going to see if we get continuity with the power wire. I want to see if we get continuity with the power wire and the grounding wire. So we're going to do that right now so y'all could see. All right, we'll have this somewhere on the car, and we're going to do the ground wire. This is spot 3. So see that? That's good continuity right there. So we know it's good. All right, now what we're gonna test for down here is that on the black connector spot 20, as you could see right here, I hope y'all could see everything. Hold on, let me see if I can take y'all closer. So these over here are empty, but it shows the number, and you have 1 up here, 10 down here. What is this right here? You got 8, right? Was it 8? You got 9 right here, sorry, and you got 18 down here, and then these 2 are empty, but it goes to 20. Now remember what I said about the black connector, spot 11, and we're gonna go from to T4, right? So with my little trusty wire that I got right here, I'm gonna see if, so I'm just gonna use this wire to basically show what I'm doing. So for this wire, I'm gonna put it at spot 11, right? Put it at spot 11. All right, so that's in spot 11, and that's the, hold on, it came off. I need to get some wiring pins. That's what I need to get. So I put it in spot 11. So spot 11, with spot 11, and then we're gonna go to spot 4 of the spot 4 of the other one, right? So I'm gonna just wrap this around right here, so we don't have to really hold that, right? Now we're gonna hit spot 4. That's it. We have continuity, right? So grounds is good, power is good, right? Next, we have here on this piece of paper, it says the blue connector, spot 15, spot 2. Spot 2 is the yellow wire because that's the signal wire. So now I'm gonna move my little wire from right here and then see if now I need to find spot 15. So on this is a 32 pin, and it does say from the connector, all you got to do is the connector slides in here. So once you slide it out, you just have to lift up this little clip piece and you'll be able to slide it out. So since right here is 32, this is, so what we're looking for, 15. All right, so it's one up here, right here is 16. But hold on, I just realized something. There's no spot 15 is empty. Hold on. I don't know if y'all could see this. So spot 15 is empty. All right, so if spot 15 is empty, I'm gonna try with spot 28, right? But if I go with spot 28, hold on, let me see. So this is 32, 31, 30, 29, 28. And let me see that. Let me try that. Try 28. All right, let me try 28 to see if it's gonna work. I tried 28. All right, so that's 28. We still have it connected, but remember, 28 goes to spot 1. So I'm wondering if they moved it from spot 15 and put it at spot 28, or it was always at spot 28 to 1 and they move it from 1 to 2. So let's see. But this, since yellow is a signal wire, we have continuity. So it just looks like what they have done is switched it around. Now the next thing that we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the wires back out, put everything back together, and then go from there. So what I'm gonna do now is put the yellow wire in spot 1 and then connect the lock and see what happens. All right, now I'm putting in spot 1. It's locked in. I got that click. All right, now listen. I'm hoping it works. We found the wiring issue. Hopefully we don't need a new lock. So as you can see and look in here, you see that it's 4 pins. So we just changed it. I'm gonna try it. Hopefully I finally got the results that I needed. If not, it's gonna be a whole waste of time. All right, so remember, we moved it out of spot 2, put it in spot 1. Now what I gotta do over here is now is just basically set everything back up together, right? So I gotta just remove this, turn my multimeter off. I need to get some wiring pins because the amount of wire work that I'm doing right now. All right, this blue connector, all you do is just slide it in and you hear a clip and it should lock in. And I do my pull test, it doesn't move. All right, now I gotta just put back all these wires back together, or connectors, install these connectors back. And then I'll go from there. We're gonna put power on and then see what happens. All right, let me try to figure out this connector. Give me a second. These connectors might take me a little while because I kind of still haven't understand how to do it properly. So I'm sorry if I'm wasting y'all time when it comes to that aspect of it, but all right, that is locked. All right, I'm doing my pull tests and every single one. All right, now I'm gonna put power to the car. Put power, and we're gonna try our luck and see if we finally figured it out. We explore all options, and hopefully I didn't damage that hopefully I didn't damage that lock right here. All right, now locks right here. So all I'm gonna do now is take my screwdriver. I think it's already locked now. So it wasn't locked, so I lock it now. All right, this is unlocked that I just pressed on the button. Just lock the car. Still not working. So if we just moved it, if we just move pin 28 to pin, if we just move pin 28 from that control module to pin, and that was supposed to be for pin number 1 and it's still not working, then the only thing is that I'm thinking is there is another wire that should be running from pin 28, no, not pin 15, that goes to pin 2 to this lock. That's the only other thing I could think of, because the car is open. I lock the car, that is locked. Or you know what I'm gonna do? That's unlocked. That is locked. Nothing happens. So what I'm thinking is we need another pin, and it's either they took it completely out of the wiring harness, that's why we don't see it any at all, or all right, you know what, I don't know if I have enough wires. What I can do, we could do one or two things. First, before we do anything else, I'm gonna scan the car. Let me scan the car and see what codes we get. If not, because the next, you know what the next option is probably gonna be, is to run another wire from right here to the second pin, and run it from the second pin to pin 15. Right? So what I'm probably gonna have to do is go back in the schematic now and see if I need to run the wire from, because we see that it's either one out of two things. It's either I'm just gonna look back more at the schematic some more, because I know there's 3 different ones. There's one that either has the wire splitting off from 28, but one piece goes inside, or two of them go inside. So next thing is, all right, so it's the next day. We came down to a whole bunch of other stuff that we think that could have like basically caused this issue, and what it looks like, honestly, it's the lock that is the problem. So there should be like an actuator or a diode or something that's in here, because we shot from the schematic. I'll show you that that we have, that it showed us where to basically shoot from, and once we basically see if we could get good continuity with those wires. We got good continuity from, what is it, from spot 28 to spot 2, but in some of the schematics it shows that it's either from spot 15 to spot 2 on the other side, or spot 28 to spot 2, because sometimes spot 28 does shear 2 and 1, and for some cars it shears 15 and 2 and 28 and 1. So that is the reason, but I'll show you all of that later. So since we already know what is the issue and what's going on, now all I'm gonna do is just basically put everything back. So, but this is just the long way how to diagnose stuff, or just to look for wires in general. And it's the long way, but also I would say it's kind of better than going to buy parts and all of that. And then you have other things which I need to have, where I could have like clipped, I think it's like a thing that could check to let you know if there's any broken wires in there. Like you plug it right here and it basically pulsates, or put a small amount of voltage that pulsate throughout the whole harness. And then you have the other sensor that basically, and it will just make a loud beep, and once it gets closer to the spot that is affected, it gives you a low beep. So that's probably but now we know that we don't have any issues with the wiring harness. So now all I'm gonna do is just basically start wrapping back up everything, put it together. We get continuity from the signal wire, power wire, and the grounding wire. So we know all three wires are good. There's nothing wrong with any of these wires. Now the next thing that we need to do now is what is it? The other thing that we'll probably need to do is, we bought the lock already, so I ordered it last night on eBay because Audi wanted $130 for it. I found one on eBay for like $36 or $30 or something like that. So that should get here within the next day or two, because today is Saturday. So hopefully we get that done. And then once we get that done, then we could move on to other things with the car. But as I said, I'm just slowly taking off one code at a time. And now we know it's just internally that the lock is damaged internally. That is the issue. Which, and even though we did pull it apart so people could see it, so it still works off power and ground. It's just the actuator inside probably is not giving it the right amount of signal to do it. So that is what we basically narrowed it down to. Spot 15 on the harness down here was empty, but spot 15 goes to spot 2 and some of the wiring diagrams. But for this car, there is a asterisk for, well, I think it's like cars that don't have power doors or something like that. So that's probably what, because we can't press a button from inside and it opens and closes. You have to come back outside to get it closed. So that is the reason for that. So anyways, I'm not gonna talk anymore. We just gonna wrap all these wires up today and make this harness look nice again, and put everything back together, because I mean, we've done a whole lot, and at least we got to finally found the issue. And then I'm happy that it wasn't a huge issue that we're gonna have to like rerun wires and all of that. So now we know that it was just the lock, but because of the tracking device, it made me think that they probably damaged a pin or something. But from the schematics that I've looked at, it's just showing that it's a whichever model, and it says it in the description. So anyways, I ain't gonna even waste no more time. I wanna get this right out of the way right now, so let's get it done. Alright, so the package that we've been waiting on is finally here. We're gonna see if this lock is what we definitely need. So this is the lock, or this is the used one that I got off eBay. I got this for about, I want to say I got it for $30 or 20 something dollars, I think. No, this is the one that I got off eBay, and this is the one that we took off the car. The back kind of looks similar, and it looks like, so we do have one number off, I think. For the part number, one number is off because this one says 01 and this one has 02. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug it up, see what happens, and then we just go from there. Hopefully we yeah, so we're gonna try it, see what happens, then we go from there. Hopefully it is actually working. I'm praying, but see how I just locked it with that, and then so it opens. It doesn't, that's what I'm wondering with these locks, if they should, because they just, it's like a soft close, like you don't really hear it close or open hard. So let me plug it up and we'll see what happens. Let's go. Alright, it looks like one of the pins inside of this thing is bent. Alright, let me, hopefully I'm putting it wrong or something, but it shouldn't be nothing to be putting in wrong. So I just want to make sure that everything is everything. Alright, I was just putting it in wrong then. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna try something and see. Alright, put it locked. Nothing. Still doesn't want to work. I don't know what else is the issue. We switched the locks. That we switched the locks. We checked the wires. Now I'm thinking if the wires are actually in the wrong spot. I don't know. I really don't know what is causing this issue. We get good continuity with the wires, so I don't know, but it's not opening. I'm gonna see if I could go inside and press the button from inside. Yeah. So I don't know what could actually cause this, but we tried everything. We waited on the new lock. We got the new lock, and that is still not the problem. So now we have to like slowly go back through and see if there's anything. Now we know we have a spot 15 and a spot 28, and see if that is the problem or what. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. We'll talk about it more and then we go from there. Let's go. Alright, so I already know that we did everything. Trunk still doesn't work. So the last few things I'm thinking about could possibly be the issue is we might have a bad BCM or body control module, if anybody would want to know. And the reason why I'm thinking that, because I have a video that's coming up right after this where we're going to try to basically tackle the horn, because we have a code for the horn as well. For this video, I couldn't get a chance to put up the schematic or the wiring diagram from Audi, and that's kind of like hard to put out or just to show, because now it's not popping up on my computer. So I guess I opened it too many times or what, or the file got corrupted. But I have extra different information that I could also give out when that time comes, because I have some information that I want to give out for the mass airflow sensor or the turbo pressure sensor, because Audi has a way how to let you know, like for example, trouble codes. They have general trouble codes that you could find on their like the module or whatever they use or what you call it, or basically handbook to fix the car, and it tells you step by step. But we're not talking about that. So the trunk, we didn't get it, so I'm thinking it's more than likely a bad BCM. And the reason why I'm saying that, or the BCM is about to stop working soon, because now if we're looking into every single code that we've had on that car and we're thinking about it, we have the trunk not working. It's calling out for a siren, alarm, horn, and when you close the car you hear the horn. 2, it could also be a bad horn. So stay with me, but it also goes with the control module or the comfort control module or the BCM, you know. So I'm thinking it could also be that. The other thing is that I'm looking into as well is the windows. Most of the time the windows don't really want to stay where you put it at, so more than likely that comes under the comfort control module or BCM. So we might have a bad BCM or a BCM that is about to be bad, because something might as well could possibly be burnt out as well on that module. And you know, if we get that module, we'll probably have to reprogram it. We got as much information that we could to get it to this point, and I'm happy about that. Now we just got to figure out which route. Now I need to check my parts car to see if my parts car have the BCM. I can't remember if I pulled it out, yes or no. So hopefully we didn't get it destroyed in the rain and that would be probably bad as well. But yeah, this is what we do on the channel. We're gonna have hiccups. I'm not down. I'm happy that I think I'll figure out another way, and hopefully that way works. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was very informational some of the times. I hope it's great. I hope you got learned a lot, because I certainly did, and I have a lot more information that I wish I knew, and a lot more information. And that's what I said. Another thing is, make sure y'all come check out the live, because when you guys check out the live, a lot of people teach me a lot of things on the live, and I'm happy about that. So I thank y'all, and we couldn't be Rebuildz if we didn't stay positive and stayed motivated throughout all of the hiccups that's going on with this car. But now it's just all the small things to get done, and we're gonna get them done and then get this car on the road perfect. But anyways, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video with your haters as well, and make them know what we're doing over here at this channel. But until next time, stay positive, stay motivated, and guess what? We are out.